We're going to talk about aligning shapes in Tinkercad. So let's say I have this rectangle here and I want to put a cylinder exactly in the middle on top. First thing I need to do, get my work plane out, get my cylinder, put my cylinder on there. Now my cylinder, I could try to make it as centered as I can, but I don't know if it's exactly on center or not. So what I can do is I can use my align tool. Now to use my align tool, I'm going to highlight both shapes just like I do when I group them. But rather than group them, I'm going to go over here to this one here. This one aligns them. So I'm going to click that. And you notice it gives me a bunch of different dots here to choose from. So if you notice, if I click this one, now the cylinder is aligned right with the side of the rectangle. If I go in the middle, now it's aligned right with the middle. If I go with this one up here, now it's aligned with this side of the rectangle. And this one, these three dots here do the same thing except for this part of the rectangle. So if I click on that one, it aligns it with this side of the rectangle. If I do that, it's aligned with the middle of the rectangle. If I do that, it's aligned with this side of the rectangle. So if I wanted it right exactly in the middle, I would use my middle one here. That makes it in the middle of the rectangle here. And I'd do this one, and that makes it in the middle of the rectangle here. So that puts that rectangle, sorry, that puts that cylinder right in the middle of my rectangle. Now the same holds true for if I was making a hole. If I wanted to make a hole right in the center of my rectangle, I could go get a cylinder hole and put it in there and highlight both of them and use my align tool and right in the center. Oops, get that back on there. Align right in the center. And right in the center. So I have those two picked, and that puts my hole right in the middle. And then I group them, and that ensures my hole is perfectly centered within my shape.